What's going on? It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, here back for another early look Price Picks video where I'll give you 4 early picks. It's a very small board, but we'll go over it. And man, what a Sunday. I know I talk about Sunday NBA kind of being the Achilles heel with everything going on, but we smashed it. Early in main video went a perfect 9-0. Get the brooms out. Love to see it. Crowder over 11 points. That was the main one I preached. That was my highest on. He hit for 19. RJ Barrett over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He went 37. Holiday over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. 37. Ayton under 9.5 rebounds. He only put up 8. 4-0 in that early video. The main video, Brogdon over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. 35. Halliburton over 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He went for 33. Rudy Gobert over 13.5 rebounds. He went for 17. SGA over 25.5 points. He went for 33. And RJ Barrett over 3.5 assists. He went for 4. So again, 9-0 sweep. Get the brooms out. Hopefully we can carry this momentum into this week on Monday here on March 7th. And again, appreciate each and every one of you. Love the comments. Went through and answered as many as I could this morning. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Again, turn that notification bell so you know how to upload these, because those lines do move and we want to make sure we get the best action we can. So with that, let's dive right into it and see what we got for this Monday morning. All right, like always, you can see here I have the NBA Prize Picks desktop up here. Again, you can see a very small board. If you look at points, we only have 7 guys up here. Assist 4, 6 rebounds. Just really small board here this morning. It's an 8-game slate, so definitely going to be putting out another video this afternoon once we get some more plays up on the board. I did find 4, and I will mention 2 of the plays are from the same player. So I know before you come after me in the comments, I know you can't play them together, but it's a small board and I'm trying to pick the best plays you can. So I know it's basically you can only play 3 of the 4. I always preach just playing 2 and 3 man power plays as it is. If you're going to play 4 or 5 mans, play the flex just because it's really hard to sweep the board like we did yesterday. But again, if you don't have an account, man, I don't know what you're doing. Run over there, use that promo code DFSArmy, and get that 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And the link is in the description below. All right, let's get after it here. The 4 plays that we have on board, we'll go through each of them. The first one we got here, James Harden. He is coming back in our lives. He took 1 game off there back on the 5th, and they struggled a little bit, right? But he's hit this number since he's come over from Philly. He's hit this number in 3 out of those 4 games. The only one he missed it was against the Knicks there. But before that, 12, 16, and then 11 assists. Going up against Chicago, he's played them 3 times this year. None of the times he's played with Philly. And we have a nice 230 over under with Philly favored by 6.5 here. I think, Harden's going to come back here. He's going to do his thing. I love my boy DeSumo, but he is not going to be able to keep up with James Harden. Maybe they'll put some Levine on him a little bit. Alex Caruso's still out, so Chicago, so he doesn't have to really worry about that defense too much, at all. So the three teams he put up against Chicago struggled in 1 game on November 8th, where he only put up 5 assists. I'd have to go look at that game log and kind of figure out what happened there. But the other 2, December 4th, he put up 14 assists, and on January 12th, he put up 16 assists. So he's went over it. This number a ton. Anytime I'm getting James Harden at 10 assists or lower, it's almost like a system play. I'm going to play it. It's just too low with what he does. Chicago ranks 18th in assists allowed. I'm just going to keep playing this. Anytime we get it at 10, going up against Chicago here, getting those guys involved. So James Harden, we're going to go over 10 assists. The next one we're going to go to here is we're going to go over to Tyrese Maxey, and we're going to go over 17.5 points. Now, as you can see, the 1 game he missed here with James Harden coming over was actually the game that James Harden didn't play. Tough matchup against Miami, but a lot of that has to do with his shots are way more open and the floor is spaced a lot for Maxey when Harden's on the court. When Harden is out there, they can't leave him open. Everyone's focused on Harden and Embiid, and that opens up the shots for Maxey. And if we look at what he's done since Harden's come over, he's absolutely crushed. He's went over this mark in 4 of those 5 games. And the one game he didn't go over it was, again, when we didn't have any James Harden there. And those 4 games that he's went over it, he's put up 16, 14, 12, 15 shots, playing, again, averaging 36 minutes over his last 5. The matchup against Chicago, they're ranked 18th in points allowed, 23rd in field goal percentage allowed, 25th in three-pointer percentage allowed. And I think he's just going to continue to shoot the ball extremely well. And he's basically that third man on offense. Like we've talked about this play a ton, and it's cash for us quite a bit. And I'm going to keep riding this train until it's, I think the line should be closer, honestly. The line should be closer to around 20.5 or 21.5. I think we're getting some points here. I know someone in the comments mentioned what I think the line should be. The Harden line to me should be 11.5 if I had to put a line on that. But for Maxey, I think it should be closer to 20.5 or 21 before I would think twice about it. But 17.5 is a little low, especially with Harden coming back. So Tyrese Maxey over 17.5 points. The next one we're going to go here, one that makes me a little bit nervous because it can go sideways so much with him, and it's tilted me a ton. It's my least favorite out of the 4 that I'm putting up here, so I'll put that in mind. And we're going to go Kade Cunningham, and we're going to lean the over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, he's going up against Atlanta. The juice is on the over here at minus 125 in a lot of books that are out there. Atlanta is 20th in points allowed, 9th in rebounds allowed, 26th in assists allowed. Should be running point a lot here. We don't have any. Frank Jackson is out, so he plays some backup point guard. Diallo is questionable, so again, if he was out, it's just less guards for them to play. But he's went over this mark in 4 out of his last 5 games. Does a little bit of everything. He's averaging 33 minutes over those last 5. And really one game against Boston that he put up 35. He only played 27 minutes there. So this game's 33, 32 minutes, 38 minutes against Toronto, and then 32 minutes against Indy here. And the shots have been up a ton. 20, 20, 18, 16, 19 in these games. So the shot volume's up. Shooting not great, 40, 45% basically on average for those 5 games. The rebounds are high, 9, 12, 9, 5, and 7 of those 5 games. And the assists are there, 3, 5, 5, and 6. We should see pretty good assist numbers. Should be up a little bit against Atlanta here. So, the numbers feel like it should be there. The line feels maybe a tad light. If I had to set a line on this, I'd probably set it around 32, maybe 32.5. So there's a little bit of meat left on the bone, I feel. And with a small board like this, I can only put out the plays that are there. So keep that in mind. If you're going to take one off, that one's the one that would worry me a little bit out of all of them. Maxey and Harden I like better if I was going to choose. But we got those 3. The last one we're going to put up here, again, I mentioned this, that it is going to be a play from the same guy because it's a small board. There's not a lot to choose from, and I'm going to give you the best plays I feel like we can play. And again, you get a lot of people who just take the 5 plays and want to stick them in a 5-man power play. That always isn't the case when I look at a small board like this. I'm just not going to give you plays that I wouldn't play myself and put my own money on. So 3-pointers allowed. We're going Tyrese Maxey here. Again, like I said, he's just been really good with Harden there, and the 3-pointers have been there. He even went over it in the game against Miami where Harden didn't play. But even before that, every game that Harden's been there, he's went over this. 2, 3, 4, 5. I talked about Chicago's defense. They're 25th in the league with 3-pointer percentage allowed. So they're giving up some quality 3-pointers. And he's taken a bunch. He's taken 6, 6, 6, 5, and 3. And to get over 1.5, the juice is on the over here to around minus 135, minus 140 on some of the books. So I think we can take advantage of that and play that. So again, I know you can't play these together. You can mix and match. Maybe you want to go a Maxey over 1.5 and Harden, over 10 assists, and then go a Harden and then a Maxey points. So mix and match like that. A little quick overview of what we have on this early video. James Harden over 10 assists. Tyrese Maxey over 17.5 points. Kade Cunningham over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Tyrese Maxey over 1.5 3-pointers made. So there's the 4 picks that we have early here. Again, coming off that really awesome 9-0 sweep on Sunday. Let's keep the momentum going here. I'll throw a video out a little bit later this afternoon once we get a full board. Again, massive 8-game slate on our hands. So we'll throw some stuff out there later. And again, you guys enjoy your Monday morning. Enjoy that cup of Joe. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.